Have you ever felt a profound shift happening within, as if life no longer holds the same meaning it once did? Perhaps the work that once fueled your passion now feels empty, or social connections have grown shallow and unfulfilling. This may mean you're embarking on a quiet yet intense journey, a spiritual awakening. And here's the surprise: this journey isn't merely one of light and peace. Contrary to popular belief, spiritual awakening is a continuous, often challenging process. It brings moments of profound insight, yes, but also periods of crisis and deconstruction. For those who navigate this transformative path, however, the reward is remarkable. The chance to live a life that is truly authentic and deeply fulfilling. If you're feeling drawn to this message, then trust that this content is for you. Stick with us to the end, and you'll absorb its energy fully, strengthening your connection to these insights. And if you're serious about this journey, keep this video playing, even in the background. Doing so will help you fully absorb the energy and intention behind each word. And remember, if you're resonating with this, don't forget to subscribe and follow the Awakening Pulse for more content like this. You can also send a powerful signal to the universe by commenting with the number 11, affirming your alignment with this message. Now let's get started. Stage 1. The ego and the illusion of control. The ego acts as the lens through which we perceive ourselves and the world around us. From an early age, we learn to construct identities based on titles, achievements, and even failures. This identity-building process convinces us that we must continually reinforce and protect who we believe we are to be accepted or respected. As a result, the ego forms a false self that is constantly concerned with appearances and maintaining control. This need for control leads us to believe that if we can just manage people and events around us, we'll find happiness. But this pursuit is exhausting and often futile because many aspects of life remain beyond our control. The ego's greatest illusion is this belief in control, which eventually becomes a source of frustration, anxiety, and discontent. Consider, for instance, an executive who has built their sense of self entirely around their career and social status. When their career loses meaning or unexpected changes occur, the ego crumbles, making them feel as though they're losing their very essence. This demonstrates how deeply the ego is intertwined with the imagined self, and how any external change can feel like an existential threat. Deconstructing this identity is a vital step in spiritual awakening. By realizing we are more than our successes and failures, we begin to free ourselves from the roles we've been playing to meet others' expectations or societal norms. This awakening allows a new perspective to emerge. Inner peace isn't derived from control but from embracing life as it is. This process can feel uncomfortable because the ego rarely dissolves without resistance. Thoughts like, if I'm not this, then who am I? Or, what if I lose everything? May surface. Such crises are common on the journey, but by facing and moving through them, you start to experience the freedom of living as your true self, without the need to prove anything to anyone. Letting go of control doesn't mean surrendering to chaos. Rather, it means flowing with life more gracefully and authentically. By focusing less on maintaining an image and more on being present in the moment, genuine peace begins to arise. Understanding that control is an illusion allows you to connect with a greater truth. True power lies in living according to your essence, not the masks created by the ego. The dark night of the soul's spiritual crisis. The dark night of the soul is a profound and often agonizing phase in spiritual awakening. A time when the foundations of certainty start to collapse, leaving one in a deep state of emptiness and confusion. During this period, life, which once made sense, loses its familiar logic and purpose. A sense of isolation can arise, as it may be challenging to share these intense experiences with others who are not on the same path. Marked by a powerful existential crisis, this stage brings about the disintegration of old thought patterns and self-definitions. For instance, Someone who once found pride in professional achievements might suddenly feel that their successes are hollow, bringing no real satisfaction or joy. Often, a pervasive sadness emerges, seemingly without any specific cause. It's as though you're wandering through a tunnel, uncertain if there is any light waiting at the end. Although this phase is difficult, it presents a unique opportunity for profound inner transformation. It's as if life itself is granting you the chance to redefine who you are and what genuinely matters. The old self, built upon external validations and societal expectations, begins to lose its grip, creating a fertile space for your authentic self to come forth. This process of detachment, while painful, is necessary for spiritual growth. A classic hallmark of this period is the questioning of deeply held beliefs. Thoughts like, "What am I doing with my life?" or "Am I living in alignment with my true values?" start to surface, sometimes leading to the dissolution of old relationships, careers, or habits that no longer resonate. This clearing away of what no longer serves creates room for new possibilities that are more aligned with one's true essence. Navigating this phase requires patience and acceptance. It's essential to remember that this crisis is temporary, a pivotal moment in the greater journey of spiritual evolution. Just as winter prepares the soil for spring, the dark night of the soul is a preparation for a new chapter of awareness and authenticity. Practices such as meditation and self-compassion can be invaluable tools, helping you move through this phase with greater serenity. The dark night of the soul teaches us that to find light, we must first confront the darkness. There are no shortcuts on this journey. Every crisis is an invitation to deep self-discovery. This phase requires tremendous courage, but it also offers the profound promise of rebirth. In the depths of emptiness, the truest answers begin to emerge, guiding us toward the fullness of who we are meant to become. Stage 3 through symptoms and signs of spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening is not confined to the mind. It reveals itself through transformations on physical, emotional, and energetic levels. Some of the most common symptoms include unexplained fatigue, sleep disturbances, and changes in eating habits. It may feel as though your body is undergoing a subtle yet profound adjustment, because, in truth, it is. As your mind and spirit align with new frequencies, your physical body must also adapt to this heightened state. A heightened sensitivity to environments and people often accompanies this shift. Places that once felt comforting may now seem heavy or draining, and relationships that previously brought fulfillment may no longer resonate. While this can create discomfort, it's a clear indication that you are evolving and becoming attuned to what genuinely aligns with your true self. Dreams also intensify during this time, often taking on symbolic or even prophetic qualities. It's not uncommon to receive insights or answers to inner questions through dreams, as though they serve as guides through the transition. Your intuition, too, becomes sharper, acting as an inner compass to help you navigate changes and make decisions that honor your authentic essence. These signs can initially feel bewildering, especially as they often appear subtly and may be mistaken for ordinary fatigue or stress. But as you become more aware of these signals, you start to understand that they are part of a larger, transformative process. Mindfulness practices and conscious breathing can help alleviate discomfort, providing clarity and grounding during this phase. While these symptoms may be challenging, it's crucial to remember that they signal progress. Just as muscles strengthen through the discomfort of exercise, the body and mind must adjust to reach higher states of consciousness. Embracing these signs with patience and self-compassion is essential on the spiritual path. Rather than resisting, welcome these changes as part of the journey. Each symptom is an invitation to dive deeper into the awakening experience, revealing a more authentic version of yourself. Stage 4. The death of the ego and the emergence of the authentic self. The death of the ego marks one of the most transformative and challenging stages of spiritual awakening. A profound release from the identities, roles and labels you once thought defined who you are. This death isn't physical, but rather the dissolution of long-held beliefs and internal narratives that dictate who you should be, whether related to status, career, appearance, or belief systems. It's like peeling away layers of masks, stripping down to confront the essence of your true self. This process can be unsettling, even frightening, as the ego dissolves and an inner void emerges. Questions like, who am I without these roles? Or if I am not these achievements, then what truly defines me? Naturally arise, often stirring a sense of disorientation. The ego resists this process because it has spent a lifetime building structures of control and security, holding on tightly to a sense of identity. Letting go feels like stepping into an unknown void, and the ego's survival instinct is to fight against this transformation. However, this death of the ego is essential for a more authentic version of yourself to emerge. In this space of surrender, you discover a freedom that goes beyond the need to prove anything to anyone. No longer bound by societal or external expectations, you begin to live more in alignment with your own values, motivations, and truth. This shift allows relationships, habits, and even thought patterns that once seemed essential to gradually fade into the background if they no longer serve your higher self. With the ego no longer controlling the narrative, a profound connection with your authentic self arises. There is a newfound sense of peace in simply being who you are, no longer driven by the constant need to achieve, compare, or meet external standards. This freedom brings clarity, allowing you to move through life with greater authenticity and intention. Decisions come not from fear or obligation, but from a place of integrity and alignment with your core values. This process, while liberating, is also a continual journey, as the ego doesn't fully disappear. It may resurface from time to time, attempting to reclaim control. Yet, each time it does, you are more equipped to recognize it, respond with awareness, and gently guide yourself back to your center. In each of these moments, the authentic self becomes stronger, deepening your capacity for inner peace and resilience. Ultimately, the death of the ego teaches us that our true self cannot be defined by roles, titles, or external achievements. As the authentic self emerges, we become deeply connected to what truly matters, discovering a life of purpose, freedom, and connection that is rich, meaningful, and aligned with the essence of who we are. Stage 5: the search for truth and the meaning of life. As the illusions of the ego dissolve, a deep, urgent quest for truth emerges, a feeling that a veil has lifted from your eyes. This inner calling prompts questions like, who am I really, and why am I here? This profound search for truth becomes a cornerstone of spiritual awakening, ushering in a journey that goes beyond intellectual understanding to uncovering a purpose that resonates with the very core of your being. This journey is not about attaining a single definitive answer or achieving a particular goal. It's about aligning each moment with presence, purpose, and authenticity. As you deepen your exploration, it becomes clear that life's meaning is not something to be achieved through external accomplishments or grasped through intellectual effort. Instead, it lies within the journey itself, within each moment of awareness and every conscious decision to live truthfully. Releasing conditioned beliefs. To truly embrace this search, there is often a need to let go of societal expectations, conditioned beliefs, and values that no longer resonate with your essence. For example, you may find that old pursuits of wealth, status, or recognition feel hollow and unfulfilling. While these attachments may have once provided comfort, releasing them creates the space for new priorities and allows the authentic self to take center stage. As the illusions of conditioned thinking fade, you start to value purpose over achievement and presence over performance. Learning to trust intuition. As this awakening progresses, intuition becomes an invaluable compass. While intellect is a useful tool, it has its limitations in spiritual matters. Embracing intuition your internal guide, helps you navigate moments of uncertainty, though this may initially feel uncomfortable, especially if you're accustomed to logic and external validation. Trusting your intuition opens a profound connection to a deeper truth within. Intuition gently steers you toward paths, practices, and people who resonate with your true self. Trusting this guidance allows life to flow with a natural ease. Challenges still arise, but there is a sense of alignment with something greater than the ego's need to control. Recognizing that life is a journey, not a destination, one of the vital realizations of spiritual awakening is that it's not about arriving at a fixed point of enlightenment. Instead, the journey itself, the ongoing process of discovery, growth, and transformation, is what brings meaning to life. Rather than resisting uncertainty or searching for immediate answers, we learn to approach each moment with curiosity and trust, embracing life as an ever-evolving journey. Spiritual awakening is about progress, not perfection. Embracing impermanence and finding freedom. As your understanding deepens, you begin to grasp the impermanent nature of life. Relationships evolve, circumstances change, and even your sense of self is constantly in flux. Accepting this impermanence brings an inner freedom, a liberation from clinging to past identities or anxiously trying to control the future. You learn to appreciate the present as a precious, fleeting opportunity to fully experience life without the need for external validation. This freedom from attachment doesn't mean disengagement or avoidance of responsibilities. Rather, it brings clarity and purpose to your life. You engage with relationships, pursue passions, and contribute to your community not out of obligation, but from a place of genuine connection and compassion. Living authentically allows you to experience a deeper sense of joy, and life itself begins to feel lighter and more connected. The importance of compassion and community. While awakening is a deeply personal journey, it also draws us to the shared experiences of others on similar paths. Connecting with a like-minded community can offer support, encouragement, and a sense of belonging that makes the journey less isolating. Compassion, both for yourself and others, becomes essential. As you awaken, you recognize that everyone is walking their own path, facing their own struggles, and evolving at their own pace. This awareness fosters empathy and allows you to approach life's challenges with grace and understanding. Living an awakened life. Conclusion. In the end, spiritual awakening is not an escape from life's difficulties, but rather a transformation in how we approach them. It invites you to live each day with more presence, compassion, and authenticity. Every experience, whether joyous or painful, becomes an opportunity for self-discovery and growth. Awakening is a lifelong journey, a continuous unfolding that brings us closer to understanding our true nature. Rather than seeking an endpoint of enlightenment, we embrace each step of the journey with openness, curiosity, and love. This dance between light and shadow, certainty and doubt, is where we find meaning and fulfillment. If this message resonates with you, take that first step toward your own transformation. Begin by reflecting on what no longer serves you, listen to your intuition, and allow life to guide you toward deeper meaning and fulfillment. Subscribe to our channel to join a community of like-minded seekers, and let's grow together on this journey of awakening. The time to awaken is now. Are you ready to begin?